Leg cramps can turn simple movements into painful challenges, especially for seniors who deserve to enjoy their golden years with ease and comfort. We often focus on what to eat to relieve cramps, but have you considered how certain foods might actually trigger them? Understanding which foods to avoid is just as important as knowing which remedies to embrace. It's frustrating when discomfort limits your independence, isn't it? Perhaps you've woken up to a sudden leg cramp or hesitated to take a stroll because of that nagging ache. The good news: small adjustments to your diet can make a big difference. While no one should feel deprived, being mindful of these 6 common foods could help you steer clear of unnecessary pain. You've already shown strength by seeking solutions. That's something to be proud of. Together, let's explore these dietary pitfalls so you can move freely, sleep soundly, and reclaim the joy in everyday moments. After all, shouldn't your golden years be filled with more comfort and fewer limitations? Let's take this step toward better well-being. You've got this. Before we get started, I'd love to know where you're joining me from today. Drop a comment below and feel free to ask any questions you have. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a health-boosting tip from Dr. Bruce Newman. First, let's talk about dehydrating foods and diuretics. Leg cramps, affecting 30 to 40% of seniors, often stem from dehydration, a condition worsened by certain foods and medications, making muscles painfully seize up. It's tough to endure those sudden, sharp spasms that disrupt sleep or daily routines, and I truly feel for anyone dealing with this discomfort. Salty snacks like chips or pretzels pull water from the bloodstream, leaving muscles parched and prone to cramping, while sugary treats such as candy or pastries force kidneys to expel more water, hitting seniors harder as their bodies naturally retain less fluid with age. Natural diuretics, including fruits like watermelon or vegetables like celery, can also flush out too much fluid if overeaten, especially for those already dehydrated. Timing matters. Consuming these foods early allows the body to rehydrate before nighttime, when cramps often strike. Dehydration, even at just 1 to 2% body mass loss, impairs muscle function, reducing blood flow and disrupting electrolytes, calcium, and energy production. Seniors face added challenges. Their thirst signals weaken, blood vessels hold less water, and kidneys struggle to conserve fluids, all amplifying the risk of cramps. Medications like blood pressure diuretics complicate things further, potentially lowering potassium or magnesium, though the exact link to cramps remains unclear. To manage this, drinking 6 to 8 cups of water daily, adjusting for activity or weather, and taking diuretics early can help. Quinine, sometimes used for cramps, requires caution with diuretics to avoid heart rhythm issues. By balancing hydration and monitoring medications, seniors can better protect their muscles and ease those painful cramps. 2. Foods that deplete electrolytes. Leg cramps in older adults often arise from electrolyte imbalances, a sneaky trigger that disrupts the delicate balance of potassium, magnesium, calcium, and sodium minerals vital for nerve function, muscle contractions, and maintaining the body's acid-base stability. It's incredibly frustrating to deal with those sudden, painful spasms that can jolt you awake or halt your day, and my heart goes out to anyone struggling with this discomfort. Certain foods can throw off this balance, causing muscles to misfire soon after eating. Sugary treats like candy, pastries, sweetened cereals, or fruit juices spike blood sugar, prompting insulin to shuttle potassium into cells, which depletes levels in the bloodstream and invites cramps. Processed foods, stripped of magnesium during refining, further complicate things by reducing this mineral's availability, while high-fat meals or phytates in grains and nuts hinder magnesium absorption, leaving muscles prone to spasms. Aging makes matters worse, as kidneys lose efficiency, struggling to manage excess electrolytes or concentrate urine, which heightens the risk of imbalances and cramps. Beyond leg pain, low electrolytes can cause muscle weakness, stomach cramps, irregular heartbeats, or even sudden collapse, often worsening at night when cramps typically strike. Seniors relying on processed diets or consuming alcohol face a higher risk of magnesium deficiency, with cramps signaling the problem early. To counter this, choosing potassium-rich foods like bananas or melons while being cautious with kidney issues paired with ample water can help. Magnesium-packed options like leafy greens, legumes, nuts, and whole grains are key, but timing meals around medications and avoiding foods high in phytic acid or oxalates, which bind electrolytes, is crucial. Quick blood sugar shifts from sugary foods also disrupt how electrolytes move, amplifying the issue. By making thoughtful food choices, seniors can better stabilize their electrolyte levels, easing the frequency and intensity of those agonizing leg cramps and reclaiming more comfort in their daily lives. Getting the balance right matters a lot. Research shows that low levels of calcium, magnesium, or potassium can all cause cramping. Blood tests can check your electrolyte levels, though they don't always show the full picture of your body's total electrolyte status. Older adults typically get less magnesium from their diet than younger people do. This fact, combined with reduced absorption and increased loss through kidneys as we age, means you should pay extra attention to magnesium when dealing with leg cramps. 3. Foods that interact with common senior medications. For many seniors, managing prescription medications is a daily necessity. But certain drugs can unexpectedly trigger leg cramps, especially when combined with specific foods, making muscle spasms a painful challenge. It's truly disheartening to experience those sudden, gripping cramps that disrupt comfort and sleep, and I deeply sympathize with anyone navigating this struggle. Medications like statins for cholesterol, diuretics for blood pressure, respiratory drugs such as albuterol/ipratropium, and even antidepressants like Prozac or Zoloft can provoke cramping by altering electrolyte balance, nerve function, or muscle contraction. Statins, for instance, require careful dietary attention, as grapefruit and its juice block enzymes needed to metabolize these drugs, causing them to build up in the bloodstream and heightening the risk of muscle pain and cramps. Diuretics, commonly used for blood pressure, also demand consideration. Potassium-sparing types may help reduce cramps more effectively than loop diuretics, but their interaction with foods varies. For those on MAO inhibitors, aged foods like cheese pose a risk of dangerous reactions, while fortified foods containing added calcium, iron, or magnesium can disrupt tetracycline antibiotics, potentially causing electrolyte imbalances that lead to cramping. Timing meals around medications is critical to minimizing these issues. Some drugs require an empty stomach, taken an hour before eating or 3 hours after consuming fortified foods, to avoid interactions that could exacerbate muscle spasms. Taking diuretics early in the day helps prevent nighttime fluid loss, which often triggers cramps when the body is at rest. By understanding these medication-food interactions and adjusting meal schedules, seniors can better manage their prescriptions and reduce the likelihood of painful leg cramps. This careful balance empowers them to maintain greater comfort and mobility, easing the burden of muscle spasms while continuing necessary treatments for their health conditions. Healthcare providers need to know everything you take: prescription drugs, supplements, and regular foods. This complete approach helps identify potential problems before they start. Muscle cramping could mean your medication needs adjustment, so tell your provider right away. Note that good nutrition might reduce your need for medication. Your requirements for certain cardiac medications could decrease with a heart-healthy diet that's lower in cholesterol. 4. Alcoholic beverages. Your evening glass of wine might be the reason behind those nighttime leg cramps. Studies show that muscle cramps affect about 60% of adults, and they become more common as people age. Older adults who drink alcohol are 6.5 times more likely to experience these painful episodes than those who don't. Alcohol consumption can significantly worsen leg cramps, particularly for older adults. turning what might be an occasional discomfort into a recurring, painful ordeal. It's genuinely tough to grapple with those sharp, unexpected muscle spasms that can jolt you awake or disrupt your day, and I deeply empathize with anyone facing this challenge. Research highlights a clear link between drinking and nighttime leg cramps in people over 60, strong enough that doctors now recommend warning patients about alcohol's role in triggering these episodes. The science reveals multiple ways alcohol harms muscles. It generates free radicals that damage tissue, depleting protective compounds and disrupting glycogen and lipid storage, which muscles rely on for energy to contract properly. When energy sources dwindle, muscles weaken and cramp painfully. Long-term drinkers risk developing alcoholic myopathy, a condition marked by muscle pain, tenderness, weakness, cramping, twitching, tightness, and even loss of muscle mass, particularly around the pelvis and shoulders, making daily movements harder and more uncomfortable. Alcohol also throws off the body's electrolyte balance, crucial minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium that muscles need to function smoothly. By disrupting aldosterone, a hormone that regulates sodium and potassium, alcohol triggers cramps, spasms, and weakness. Heavy drinkers often lack essential nutrients, including vitamin D, worsening these imbalances since proper nutrition is vital for maintaining mineral levels. Over time, chronic drinking depletes antioxidant systems like glutathione, further impairing muscle function and increasing cramp frequency. Dehydration, another major factor, varies by drink type. Beer, with about 5% alcohol, may have minimal impact on hydration in older men, but wine and spirits, at 13.5% alcohol or higher, cause significant water loss. Alcohol suppresses vasopressin, the hormone that helps retain water, leading to increased urination and fluid depletion, a problem amplified in older adults who are naturally less hydrated. Stronger drinks exert their dehydrating effects most intensely within the first 4 hours, raising the immediate risk of cramps post-consumption. To reduce alcohol-related cramps, cutting back on wine and spirits, alternating with water, avoiding late-night drinking, and paying attention to how different drinks affect the body can make a difference. Both habitual heavy drinking and occasional binges heighten cramp risk, so for those plagued by frequent spasms, steering clear of alcohol altogether may offer the best relief. By understanding these effects and adjusting habits, individuals can better protect their muscles, ease the burden of painful cramps, and improve their overall comfort and quality of life. 5. Caffeine-rich beverages and foods. That morning cup of coffee might be the reason behind your painful nighttime leg cramps. Millions of seniors drink caffeine daily, but few know how it affects muscle function and cramping. This stimulant affects your central nervous system and influences everything from alertness to muscle contractions, making it a big factor in leg cramp occurrence. Caffeine, found in everyday beverages and foods, can significantly influence muscle physiology, often exacerbating leg cramps, particularly for seniors who are already prone to these painful spasms. It's deeply upsetting to endure those sudden, wrenching muscle contractions that can disrupt sleep or daily routines, and I truly feel for anyone grappling with this discomfort. Research shows that caffeine enhances muscle contractions by sensitizing calcium channels and triggering calcium release from the sarcoplasmic reticulum, the muscle structure that regulates calcium. While this can boost exercise performance for some, it slows muscle relaxation in seniors, making muscles stiffer and more likely to cramp, especially during rest. Even moderate caffeine intake found in coffee, 80 to 100 mg per 8-ounce cup, black or green tea, sodas, energy drinks, chocolate, or even decaffeinated coffee with trace amounts can make muscles contract more forcefully, increasing the risk of spontaneous spasms. Seniors should aim to keep caffeine below 400 mg daily, roughly 4 cups of coffee, but those with frequent cramps may need to cut back further. Caffeine's diuretic effect also promotes urine production, raising dehydration risks, a key trigger for leg cramps. This is especially concerning for older adults, as aging reduces thirst perception, impairs kidney function, and can lead to memory or mobility issues that make staying hydrated harder. Alarmingly, about 37% of seniors arrive at hospitals dehydrated, with nearly two-thirds remaining so 48 hours later, and caffeine compounds this vulnerability. Unlike younger adults, seniors aged 65 to 70 take 33% longer to clear caffeine from their systems, amplifying its dehydrating effects. Timing is critical, as caffeine's impact lingers for hours absorbed into the bloodstream within 20 minutes and peaking within 15 to 45 minutes after consumption. Drinking caffeine late in the day can disrupt sleep and heighten the risk of nighttime cramps, which account for 3 out of 4 leg cramp episodes. To manage this, seniors can switch to caffeine-free herbal teas, opt for decaffeinated coffee despite its minimal caffeine content, confine caffeine to mornings, and prioritize drinking 6 to 8 glasses of water daily. By moderating caffeine, staying hydrated, and adjusting consumption schedules, seniors can reduce the frequency and severity of leg cramps, easing the pain and reclaiming greater comfort in their daily lives. 6. Highly processed foods with excessive sodium. Much of our modern diet consists of processed foods. These foods account for about 75% of the salt we consume daily. This creates a hidden risk because most seniors eat almost twice the sodium they should. You need to understand how too much sodium leads to leg cramps so you can make smarter food choices. Sodium imbalances can profoundly affect seniors, leading to painful muscle spasms that disrupt daily routines, as the body relies on this mineral to regulate muscle function and fluid balance. It's truly distressing to endure those sudden, excruciating leg cramps that can strike without warning, and I deeply sympathize with anyone experiencing this discomfort. Too much or too little sodium impairs muscle contractions, causing spasms when levels drop below 135 milliequivalents per liter, a condition called hyponatremia, where diluted blood results in cell swelling and disrupts muscle-nerve communication. Seniors are more vulnerable due to age-related declines in electrolyte regulation, medications that alter sodium levels, and challenges in staying hydrated. Highly processed foods, often loaded with sodium, exacerbate these imbalances while offering little nutrition. Fast foods like pizza, burgers, and fries, along with snacks such as potato chips and corn chips, are high in sodium, as are processed meats like sausages, salami, hot dogs, and deli slices, which use it as a preservative. Convenience meals, including instant pasta, noodles, and soups, and condiments like soy sauce with 1,000 milligrams per tablespoon or pickles, also contribute significantly. Even seemingly benign bread products, like a 4-inch oat bran bagel with 600 milligrams or a slice of whole wheat bread with 150 milligrams, add up, starting a sandwich at 300 milligrams before additions. To address this, seniors can opt for healthier, low-sodium alternatives that support muscle health, such as fresh fruits and vegetables, lean fresh meats, beans, legumes, nuts, sweet potatoes, and cooked spinach, all rich in potassium and magnesium to prevent cramps. Flavoring with herbs, spices, lemon juice, vinegar, or garlic keeps meals tasty without sodium, and at restaurants, requesting no added salt or sauces on the side helps. Reading food labels is vital for spotting hidden sodium. Look for options with less than 120 milligrams per 100 grams. Verify serving sizes, and recognize terms like sodium-free with less than 5 milligrams per serving, low sodium with 140 milligrams or less, or no added salt on canned goods. Ingredients like sodium benzoate, monosodium glutamate, or baking soda signal hidden sodium to avoid. By prioritizing fresh foods, being vigilant about labels, and drinking 6 to 8 glasses of water daily to help kidneys flush excess sodium, seniors can maintain balanced sodium levels, significantly lowering muscle spasm risks. This mindful approach not only eases leg cramp pain, but also promotes better overall health and comfort, empowering seniors to enjoy their days with fewer muscle-related interruptions. Now that we've gone through each foods in detail, here's a summary table to bring everything together. This comparison gives you a clear overview of the foods that may trigger leg cramps, how they affect the body, and most importantly, what healthier alternatives you can choose. It's a simple, at-a-glance guide to help you remember the key points and take practical steps toward reducing nighttime cramps and improving your muscle health. Understanding which foods contribute to leg cramps empowers seniors to make informed dietary choices, significantly reducing the likelihood of painful muscle spasms without needing to eliminate entire food groups. It's truly challenging to deal with those unexpected cramps that can disrupt daily life, and I genuinely empathize with anyone experiencing this discomfort. Moderating the consumption of sodium, caffeine, and alcohol is key to maintaining electrolyte balance, while staying well hydrated not only helps prevent spasms, but also enhances nutrient and medication absorption. Opting for fresh foods over processed ones, reading food labels to identify hidden sodium, limiting caffeine to the morning, timing meals thoughtfully around medications, and ensuring adequate water intake throughout the day are practical steps that can make a substantial difference. As the body's ability to process substances changes with age, adjusting dietary habits over time becomes essential. The most effective approach to preventing leg cramps lies in balancing nutrition, hydration, and medication, ideally in close collaboration with healthcare providers, to create a personalized diet plan that supports overall health and minimizes discomfort, allowing seniors to live more comfortably and confidently. Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts, questions, or what topic you'd like us to cover next. We love hearing from you. Of course, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can never miss out on our latest health tips and insights. Stay informed, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.